So we started to maybe understand a little bit more, of this idea of really replacing. Hmm? I like this idea of replacing in the sense of really, oh, that's the approach we use, and we just replace to another one. Hmm? Doesn't become so heavy. Yes. We are wanting to be happy. We don't want to suffer. We have an approach on how to do this. Yes. We this approach is based on ideas and is based on habits, and then we just build that habit and we just become automatic. Unfortunately, it's not being very successful. So what Buddhism is trying to say is that the same thing, we can do it, but maybe with something that could bring success, that could achieve what we want. Does it make sense what I'm saying? Yes? So the approach is what we just did, right? Replacing a mind that cherishes only me, myself, and I, and trying to only have temporary happiness for myself, no? Looking for the outside things as we did, as we meditated, not thinking about death, all of these things that we meditated on, that we think it is the way. All of these are parts of the way, the method. But then it's a different, right? Here, as we saw, we transform it. The method, the approach is actually through cherishing others. Mm. But without wisdom, the way we normally cherish others is by what I like to call stupid compassion, stupid love, which is actually just attachment, just me, 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 me. And compassion is, oh, I need to do everything that everybody wants, and yeah, I become a doormat. Yes, doormat. Yes, the one that everybody steps on. Yes, and then I'm tired, and then I'm exhausted, and then I start to say, well, actually, it doesn't work. This new approach. I'm trying to be a nice person, but actually, I just get, frustrated. Does it make sense? Does it ring a bell? Hmm? Or we start to say, but actually, when I was selfish and I only thought about me, look how the world uh, um, saw me better or treat me better, or, I got the things that I wanted. I was successful. Yes, but it's still unhappy. So here, what we need to really try to transform is the approach, is the method together with wisdom. Understanding that the reason why we actually go about looking and believing that there is me, needs all of these external things or the way it really is going to be happy is because happiness, it's a quality, is a component of these external things. Yes, we believe that happiness is the component of the tea. So that's why I need to have the tea. Because if I don't have the tea, then I don't have the happiness. Hmm? So then we should be able to go to Amazon and deliver happiness to us. Huh? Morty. Huh? Morty. Morty. Exactly. No? So then what we do is then we think, if happiness is equals to tea, then just deliver more tea. Right? So, but then tea doesn't do the job because it only lasts 5 minutes while it's still hot, then becomes bad. So then, oh no, so now is this. Yes, something else. Oh, now I need the phone. Now I need this. Now I need that. Now I need the Instagram, the Netflix, the half milk, the coffee with I don't know flavors. The other day, creamers. I didn't even know what creamer is, and so many types of creamers with all different types of flavors, like caramel, chocolate, I don't know, crazy things, no, that you put inside of the coffee, right? Just to make it for a few moments. That so we're all delivering, trying to deliver, yes, to have delivered to us happiness, because we forget that we are the ones imputing that quality in those objects, because those objects do not have those qualities. Those people do not have the qualities of being able to make us happy. Because if they did, people, objects, situations, opinions, thoughts, the more we would engage with them, the happier we would become. And guess what? Even with the love of your life, at some point, if you stay 24/7 on a monthly basis, you have 0 moments for yourself, you're gonna be in a bad mood at some point. Because this person is gonna be on top of you and you're gonna be like, ah! No. So where's the happiness there? Does it make sense what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm. It does if you've been married.
So we start to understand that it's not there. It doesn't matter how much we try our best to have all our ducks in a row. I'm teaching you one, or reminding you of one. Right? Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The more we would engage with this, the happier we would become. It doesn't happen. Or the more we have it, the more that we would always have to have the same experience. If tea is difficult, maybe chocolate had happiness in it, right? If it was a ingredient, a component of it, every time I have chocolate, I would be. But think about it. After you go, you have a burrito, and then you have a gelato, and then you have something. Someone offers you a chocolate, you're like, not really, isn't it? You're like, maybe not, maybe too much, or maybe you have it and you already had too much sugar, and you're like, you know. But when you're craving, you just had like popcorn, and you're like, I need something sweet, and you're like, someone hands chocolate. That moment. Yes. Why? Because the imputation, we are imputing those qualities. Does it make sense what I'm talking about, imputing? Huh? And the third aspect that we need to understand is, if it really was a component, an ingredient of the chocolate, every human being would have to have the same experience of happiness when they have chocolate. And guess what? Not the case. Especially with people, we love someone, that person makes me so happy. Present them to someone, or maybe I'm sure there's someone that doesn't think like that about that person. Right? So it's not in the person, we are the creators of it. So we need to develop that wisdom so we can be free from that constant chasing. Yes. So when we understand that, then it becomes even easier to let it go of the self-cherishing, the self-centered attitude. Yes? Does it make sense? And then it becomes easier to know how to help others. Because we understand that is actually that mistaken idea of seeing the component of things as part of ingredients of them, yes, that makes us suffer. So it's the same way with another person. Why this person is, like, having a fight with you over the whatever, the chocolate. because they are putting a component of happiness or a component of suffering in the chocolate. And you are not seeing that. In that moment, you became the enemy because you're not together with them. Does it make sense what I'm saying?
I'm not following.
Not following. So each of us, we put components, ingredients that are not there. These flowers, they don't have the component of beauty. Because if they had the component of beauty, everybody would have to experience beauty when they see them. So who is creating the beauty, or who's labeling it? Imputing beauty in this? You. No one else. It's not here. It's not in the flower. Why is not in the flower? Mainly these three reasons. Because if it was, the more we would see, the happier we would become, or the more beautiful we would become. And guess what? In 3 days, this is going to become ugly. Right? It's going to die. Second, every time we would see, we would need to experience it. But in 3 days, when you see it, you're not going to experience beauty. Does it make sense? And third, every single person here would need to see this and see beauty. But maybe, I am a Dutch, I have Dutch background, and for me, the quality of flowers are different. The Netherlands they have beautiful flowers, right? So you would say not passing the quality control. So it's not here. But for you, when you would see that, you truly believe it is in here. We don't question that beauty is not there. Does it make sense what I'm saying? We don't question at all. We blindly follow it. And then what happens? So it's beautiful. I want for me. Very close. Because I believe that this delivers the nice feeling that I have, the nice experience when I see something beautiful. Yes? So I am the one creating the beauty, and I am the one craving to have it, enslaving myself. Does it make sense what I just said? All the time. The same with anger, with everything that I see ugly. If I see ugly, the same. I'm seeing ugly here, and I'm believing this is ugly. So I'm putting the ugly here, and I'm the one saying, oh no, I need to get away from this. This is ugly. So I'm the one creating the problem. Yes, because there's no such thing as beauty or ugly in here. From its own side, from the side of the flower, from as a component, as a ingredient. I'm using this word, I don't know if it's a good word, but
Quality.
a quality of the flower. Yes, a feature, whatever. I like to say these words because it's not only beauty, no, it's more. It's all of the types of quality or features, everything that we put. Yes, that we input, but also the bad ones. So the same with us. I am bad, I am ugly, I'm not good enough, I am this, I am that. It's also an imputation. There's no such thing. Why? Because then every single person that would see you will need to experience you like this. Every time you think about yourself, you would have to see yourself like this. And you don't. And the more you would kind of like see yourself with this, the more these would really become true, let's say like this, right? It would be there, but it's not. So it's not there. Does it make sense? It's very profound, but that is the wisdom that we are talking about in Buddhism. That if we don't actually make it, if we don't actually understand that, then we're going to be constantly not being able to help ourselves and others. Only by eliminating this wrong way of seeing things is that we are free. Finally, I don't need to worry about the flower being beautiful or not. I just engage with it for what it is, a flower, right? Knowing that if I am seeing beauty, I am seeing it, I am imputing it, and it's not going to last. It doesn't have to. It doesn't have to last. Why? Because it's just for the moment. Oh, I'm choosing. It's a choice. I'm seeing beauty. Yes. So I don't get attached to it. I don't see it as delivering happiness to me. I already know that this doesn't have this quality. Yeah. Yes. So we're going to try to meditate. We're going to do a short meditation on this one because otherwise the mind becomes like. It is important that we try to understand this. Yes. I had to talk a little bit more because that's a bit deeper or more. You guys okay? Is it making sense? Yeah. Yes? Yes? Yes. Yes. No, you guys, yes. But these three here are the new ones. if we don't care. No worries. I'm saying that if it wouldn't make sense for you guys, I would scold you. You've been hearing these for years already now, literally. But these three brand new, so if it makes sense, does it make a little bit of sense? You don't need to like completely understand or believe, or it's just yeah, we're just trying here. Yeah, creating this. Oh, and if it would be like this, how it would be, how this can help me, right? That's the most important approach of the Buddhist path, is trying to make our daily lives better. Hmm? So it's like, oh, if I would try to use this as an assumption for my way of living my life, yes, that's why we call it more a philosophy than really a religious approach, right? A philosophy means it's a way of seeing life, right? It's a what? A way of seeing life, right? So then, okay, that helps me actually. That takes a lot of my weight. But not because I just had blind faith, because I use it and I see it and I experience for myself. Because that's the most important. So that's why we meditate, to have that experience ourselves, not because the monk or the Buddha said. Yeah? Hmm? Let's do this. Okay? So let's try to meditate a little bit. So we try to get into our posture. Relaxing the body. Making it become a vessel. By making it relaxed at the same time, stable, present. And when the body is settled, we turn inwards. Look into the mind. Creating or reestablishing our intention and motivation. Especially now that we are understanding even deeper that the reason why we cherish so much this me, myself, and I is because it believes that all the happiness, all the pleasures, all the nice feelings and experiences it can have, that it can experience, it's delivered to it by outside things, or even by its own ideas of it, like thoughts of itself, how it sees itself. Not only all the happiness, but all the pain and the suffering as well comes from it. The mistaken way how we perceive qualities, features, components, characteristics into something, into things, and into ourselves that do not exist in that way, that are not that part of it as they seem to be. So we want to better understand, develop a real understanding, a true wisdom to eliminate this incorrect way, incorrect view, and be in peace with how things are. No needing to impute anything into them. So that's why we need to meditate on this wisdom. And the more we meditate and the more we accomplish, realize it, the more we actually become able to help others to do the same. In this way, freeing themselves from suffering and helping them to achieve happiness. So try to really understand that motivation. So with that intention, we start bringing the attention to the breath. Just observing it, observing how the air comes in through the nose, a little bit colder, and observing how it come out with the exhale through the nose, a little bit warmer. Really becoming aware of the subtle sensations. We become alert when distractions steal our attention from the breath. And we remind ourselves, oh wait, right now I'm meditating. Nothing else matters. Just bring the attention back to the breath again and again. Now that we were able to focus and concentrate our minds a bit better, let's really try to use that concentration to analyze these ways that we impute qualities, characteristics, features, identities into others and in ourselves. So we can start by thinking about something that we really believe and we know it brings happiness to us. It can be a person, an object, an experience, a situation. So we try to see how we are imputing those characteristics, qualities that make us believe, that brings us happiness. Because if it was true that whatever you thought gives you happiness, every time you are with this person, you have that object, you experience that every time, all the times in your life, you would need to have the same experience. Try to see if it is like this. Every time you meet this person, you have that experience. All the time, every time. Every time and all the time you are with this person, with this object, all the time you are doing this experience, you actually experience the same type of happiness. And if this was true, then it shouldn't change, but it should stay. But even worse, or more better, it should increase. So the more we have this person, object, situation, experience, the happier we should become because it's a component. It's like sugar. The more we put sugar, the sweeter it becomes. Check if it is like this. If that is truly happening. and even further than every single person that would be with this person, have the same object, do the same experience, should have the same experience as you, and should have the same experience of increasing happiness, increasing and having that happiness all the time. Check, is it like this? Is this reality? And the same with a negative thing, right? But especially when it's related to us. Try to think about something that you believe you have that is bad, wrong, negative. Try to be honest with yourself. What is a way that you're seeing yourself when you are in your low phase? And check if this could be real. If this is really a quality of you, a feature, a component. Because if it was concrete as it looks, then you would have to have it all the time. You couldn't experience anything different than that. Always, permanently. Is it true? You always had this feature and will always have it. Because it's permanent. It never goes away. Is that even possible? 'Cause that's how it feels. And if it would be true that you have that negative quality, then every single person would have to see you and experience you like this. Always, every time they encounter you. Should always be there and they should always react in the same way. Is that even possible? So maybe with this analysis, we are starting to be able to realize it's just the mind creating this, labeling, imputing, completely illusions, wrong views about ourselves and other things, people, situations, experiences. I try to come to this conclusion. There is no way that things appear in this way. There's no way that these qualities are parts inherent qualities, components of ourselves and of things. Really try to stay with this conclusion and create a very, very strong determination that you're going to try to apply this view, this correct view, and free yourself from the incorrect, mistaken view. Because once we do, we eliminate it. Nothing else to cling to, nothing else to hold on to. No more dissatisfaction, just acceptance, peace, spaciousness, mental happiness. So with that, we really try to bring these to our minds. And when we are ready, we can move the body, open the eyes. This is a more subtle approach. Hmm? The more we combine these with the rest of the meditations we did, yes, the easier it becomes, the more powerful both become. So if we meditate on death as we meditated, it's easier to also see that this idea, this fixed idea of us, the way we exist, the way we are, becomes less important. Yes? Less tight. Okay, so we're gonna have a short break of maybe 10 minutes, and then we're gonna do the final meditation. You guys survived. Okay? We come back in 10 minutes.